Hello, budding scientists. So you're here with me, Atomic Alex, for the fourth challenge. You're already halfway in our series of 8 experiments that you can do at home with stuff that you've just got lying around. Now remember, we've got a competition running throughout these 8 weeks where you can submit your own versions of any one of the experiments we do. You can change things up, test out different variables, make your own hypotheses along the way, and the most interesting one we're going to be rewarding with a free science party. So that includes sweet making, slime making, smoke ring smoke bubbles. If you're one of the runners-up, one of the 10 runners-up, don't worry, you still get your hands on a home science lab kit. So that includes both of our science books. You can do loads more experiments at home. You're in a lab coat, you look stylish as you do it, and a few other gizmos to get you going. So submit those, again, get as wacky as you like. And when you do, just make sure you add hashtag THFOnline2020. So when you post it on Instagram, add hashtag THFOnline2020. That'll be posted along with this video. This is all in association with the Tim Henman Foundation Online. So they do some great work. Again, really pleased to work with them. And you can check out some of the stuff they've been doing recently by following the link that's also posted with this page. So today we've got a particularly quick one, really good one. It's actually a bit of a magic trick. Okay, so you're going to impress your friends with this, see if you can catch them out. This is called ice cold magic. All right, so again, it's a good one to do out of if it's sunny again, if you've got barbecue going on, but equally good to do inside. Like I say, it doesn't take long at all. All you need for this is a bit of string, a glass of water, some table salt, okay, and that is about it. A plate is handy, okay, it's going to be a bit of a mess, so optional but advisable, and a tea towel for similar reasons. Of course, ice is obviously crucial. So once you've gathered all those bits and pieces, you can start, when you actually do this with your friends, you can challenge them to pick up a bit of ice with a bit of string. So they'll look silly for a minute, they're going to chase it around, do a bit of this business, hold it there for ages and it's still not working. You can then suggest that, well, why don't you try making the string wet so you have a bit of moisture. By the way, I'll just quickly say, we've got a whole load of ice cubes here. That's just to help keep the ice cubes cold for a bit. You could, do it underneath, have a big bowl of ice, might be even better. We're going to see if we get away with it just like that. So anyway, back to the experiment. You can suggest that they just use a bit of wet string. So I'm just dunking that in the water, and then they could give it another go. Oh, there for ages, 5 minutes. No, still nothing. You can then bust in with your magic trick, okay, your science. Okay, we're going to explain what's going on here in just a minute. What you want, this is where the salt comes in. So it's sodium chloride, just normal table salt. Pick on your chosen ice cube, and all you're then going to do is just pour a little bit of the salt over the top. You don't want to smother it with salt, you just want a fairly fine layer. I've smothered it, I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, so you just want a little bit over the top, and again, make sure that string's nice wet. You want to give it yet another dunk. And then, you're just going to press it against your chosen ice cube and hold it there for a good 30 seconds. Okay? Now at this point, you can make your own prediction. So in science, remember, a prediction is called a hypothesis. You can make your own hypothesis as to what is going to happen next. All right? Maybe I'm about to fail spectacularly, but yeah, make your own prediction, your own hypothesis. Pause the video and have a think. And if you've got an idea, maybe come up with an explanation for that as well. Why do you think that's going to happen? And then you can test it yourself. So again, a good 30 seconds. I'm going to hold it there for another 10 just to be sure. Now what you can also do, by the way, is actually pour some water over the top, just to really make sure there's plenty of moisture there. I say at least 30 seconds, it can be longer. You can't really be too thorough with this as long as the ice doesn't actually melt. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to give that a go. So very carefully, you then amaze your friends by holding this up. And there's a little bit that's just about frozen on there. So what's actually just happened there is the ice is just about frozen onto one of the fibres of the string, and you can actually pick it up. So I'm going to put that down because that is a bit of a tricky one. You can see I've only got a tiny bit of ice here. It's only just about frozen. I reckon you guys can do even better, and it was only hanging on there. So see if you guys can do even better. I think you can. But the science behind that, the salt actually reduces the freezing temperature of the ice. So the ice manages to, it actually then melts as you pour the salt over it, turns back to a liquid because that freezing temperature is lower, so it's going to stay as a liquid even at a colder temperature. And when we put the string in and around that, the salt then dissolves throughout that water. The liquid water is then refrozen as a result of the ice that's below it. So the ice is still cold as below it, and that refreezes that water that's melted as a result of the salt being spread over it, and it freezes around the string, so the string attaches to it. So you can wow people with that explanation as well. So as I said, all about it lowering the freezing temperature of the ice, so that when the water turns to a liquid, and then when it refreezes, it freezes around that string. So give it a go. Now try out different things when you do this. How big an ice cube can you do it with? If you have a big bowl of ice, you can make sure the ice stays nice and cold. You can do even better than this. Test out different types of string. Test out different temperatures too. Again, just change lots of different variables and see how it goes and get back to us. Remember, the most interesting experiment across these 8 weeks, there's a free science party. So give it a go, scientists, and I will see you in the future.